family, this is Gabrielle Dejoie and we are back. We are doing a tarot pick a card today for the full moon in Pisces happening September 2nd or September 3rd. I'm seeing conflicting results, but this full moon is coming up and it is in Pisces. It is currently Virgo season, which is a really good season to get stuff done, to plan, to have things in order. I love my Virgo friends and family. They are honestly so bomb. And Pisces, the opposite sign, which the full moons are always in, or usually in the opposite signs. Pisces is the dreamer. It is the mystic, and we can really access a lot of ancestral knowledge as well as spiritual knowledge when the moon is in Pisces. Pisces is very much in a creative, dreamer, spiritual kind of aspect. So if you're working on any creative projects, it might also be a good time to really bring those into fruition. So I'm going to be releasing this either the day before or so of the full moon. And this is going to be your full moon reading. Full moons are also a wonderful time for release. When the moon is full, we can release what no longer serves us. Full moons are also the culmination of energies. So you might realize that something that you began at working on at the new moon kind of comes to fruition or is finishing up or really ripe at the full moon. I am a Cancer. I have a little Cancerian tattoo. It's not real, but I have a little Cancer sign right there. But as a Cancer, I find personally that although I might want to do all the rituals and all the fun, like spiritual stuff at the full moon, I am generally wiped out. So full moons are also a time of rest. If you find that you are overwhelmed with emotion or what have you, especially at this Pisces full moon, taking a break or resting, replenishing your energy is so important, okay? Especially if you generally just feel really heavy around the moon changes. As well, you might feel this shift a bit more if you are a Virgo because of it being Virgo season, or if you are a Pisces yourself or have significant Virgo or Pisces placements. And my dog is humping his pillow. The moon in Pisces also tends to amplify your intuition. So family, really pay attention to your intuition and what it's telling you. You might get certain downloads that are very important during this time. And as always, the full moon kind of illuminates things that we haven't previously seen. So things that have been hidden or secret, what have you, might pop up. You might be privy to new information, and just be aware. Just listen to your intuition during this time. It is not going to steer you wrong. I do want to give the brief disclaimer, that this reading is for a large group of people. And so some of the things in the tarot reading might not apply to you. If it doesn't apply to you, or if it doesn't feel right with your spirit, let it go, discard it. It's not made for you. The message is not for you, or it's not the right time for you to receive that message. But if it does resonate, pick it up, take it. You can pick one pile, or you can pick two if you're, feeling called to two specific piles. Let spirit guide you with what you choose. Without further ado, let's get into this full moon tarot pick a card reading. This will be a timeless reading. I did just talk about the Pisces full moon, but use this as any full moon reading, any full moon coming up. You can use this and the messages will pertain to you if you happen to stumble upon this video later on. And I would love to hear if any of the messages that come up for you resonate. Leave me a message down below in the comments and let me know. I have 3 piles here for you to choose from. This is going to be pile 1 with the lapis lazuli. This is going to be pile 2 with the amethyst. And this is going to be pile 3 with the moonstone. Okay. So I'm going to ask that you all take 3 deep breaths with me so that we can align our energies and so that you can kind of connect with your intuition before choosing a pile, because that's going to really help you to choose a pile that's most in line with your vibration and has the appropriate messages that you need to hear from your guides, angels, and spiritual team for this reading for the full moon. So take your deep breaths and kind of choose based on your intuition, okay? What are the messages I need to hear for my full moon reading? Ask those questions out loud or to yourself. And take a deep breath. I like to close my eyes after my deep breaths, and I can generally see a number kind of in my mind's eye, and that often guides me to which pile is for me. So remember pile 1 with the lapis lazuli, pile 2 with the amethyst, and pile 3 with the moonstone. And when you're ready, go ahead and make your selection. I will have all of the timestamps down below so that you can just quickly go on to your pile, and I will meet you over at your timestamp. Hello, pile 1. If you picked the lapis lazuli or pile 1, this is your reading, and we're gonna get into it. Okay, this is the reading for my pile 1s. This is your full moon spread, your full moon magic spread about what you can expect for this full moon, what needs to be released, what needs to be illuminated, and what magic you're creating. So let's jump in. So currently, where are you at this full moon? Okay, so my pile 1s seem to be in a tower moment. There seems to be something going on that is really quickly affecting your spirit, your mind, your finances. Something's coming in. It might be a breakup that just recently happened. Something is shifting drastically, and it's something that you could not control. Something's coming in. I know that there is like storms right now, protests. It might have something to do with that, but there's something falling. Something that was not stable is falling, and it's really been destructive. It's really heavy for my pile 1s. Once again, it's coming in fast. There's something coming in so fast right now for you guys, and it's just been like a whirlwind, like a tornado has hit you. We have Rajas, and we have Vata, which is reversed. What Vata reversed is telling me is there's a creative energy that's being blocked right now. You're feeling like you can't create, or you haven't been creating. Something is blocked right now. There's a blockage in your Vata and in your flow, in feeling light and airy and free, which obviously can have a lot to do with that tarot card, that tower card. And so Rajas is dynamic movement, aggression, and energy. Okay, that's what's going on for you. There's a lot of aggression. Once again, this could be a fight that just broke out. You might have been arguing with somebody and taking on kind of like this aggressive energy. You're in a place of movement right now. And I'm going to read from the book here. Making the most of each day, you are passionate and excited about the task at hand and are pushing the limits of what you believe possible for yourself. Rajas is needed to bring our desires into action, and you are deep in the development phase. You have already achieved many great accomplishments because of your determination, and more await in the near future. However, remember to balance this action with rest. Otherwise, you'll lose sight of your true goal in the pursuit of achieving more. So this is really the action phase. It's not necessarily bad, but it's like things are moving, and things are moving fast, okay? Like lightning speed. That tower card just indicates that not everything has been under your control. And Vata It may be that you've been very anxious lately. You've been very anxious lately, okay? When Vata is out of balance, Vata is the creative energy, but when it's out of balance, we feel scattered, anxious, kind of like our mind is on too many different thoughts or things that we want to create, and we're not able to like settle in any of them. So it could be that you're getting things done, but also it just seems hasty. It just seems like there's a lot going on for you in your mind. So this may be crashing of ideals also, of things you thought would be working out or things you thought you would receive, plans just not panning out correctly, and your mind being all over the place due to that. What needs to be seen and known tonight? We have the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. There's potential here, okay? There's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's almost like you have to just keep going, get through this anxiety, right? The swords are the card of the mind, and it's almost like you just have to get through this anxious period, and there's treasure that does await on the other side of the shore. You will be safe, you will be okay, but it's hard to really picture that right now because all that you see right in front of you are these swords blocking your view. But there's potential. There is potential here. And the Shapeshifter requests that you use the animal energies that are around you, or maybe you've been seeing like a certain animal guide lately. Maybe there's been a certain animal that's popped up a lot in your life, and it's like that medicine is coming to you. Take your time and focus on your developing gifts, right? There's potential. It's developing. You're developing something right now. And it's almost like taking a pause, taking a rest because of that heavy, like go aggression, like do energy, that masculine energy is really present, but you need to like tap into the Vata, right? Turn this card right side up. And be aware of your gifts. Be aware of your strengths, okay? They are helping you now. The Shapeshifter requires you to see from a different perspective, okay? And that might be an animal perspective. Different animals see the world in different ways. They have different vantage points, okay? Different strengths, different weaknesses, okay? What is chaos to the fly is kind of like Virgo energy is very structured to the spider, okay? So tap into these different animal energies, and they're going to help you kind of manage your survival during this time, during this full moon. You may have been through many challenges and lows, but you are now in a space of transformation. And that's exactly what the Tower card represents, right? It's breaking up everything that was not based in solid ground or on solid ground. It's shaking up what you knew that was not working any longer. And with the Tower card, like right after the Tower card, I believe comes the Star card, and it's like dark night, like you're able to create anew, afresh, okay? And so this is major transformation energy coming with this full moon. Wow. Stay focused on the light at this time. I know that there's lows. I know that anxiety is like hitting you. I know whatever you're going through, it's like, it feels like heavy on my heart. but try to stay focused on the light. Try to see any light. Try to practice, like use your tools to stay focused on the tiny bits of pockets of joy that you can access right now, because it is not all doom and gloom, even if it is a very trying time, okay? And this reading is for a lot of people. A lot of people may see this over time. So take what resonates. That is kind of first and foremost with any tarot readings that are for groups online. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But know that if you are going through a dark season, that there's always light to be found in small corners, okay? I think it's Dumbledore that said, like, even in darkness, there can be light if only one remembers to turn on the light, okay? That didn't make sense, but there's a quote that Dumbledore has that's about turning on the light for yourself, okay? So that's what needs to be seen and known, that you do have major power. You do have support, okay? There's positive coming through, but you need to remain focused on the light, okay? Keep your vibration as high as possible during this time and rest if you need to. What needs to be released? You're manifesting something. And it's almost like you need to let go. You need to let go. You need to put it out into the world. You need to take a deep breath, okay? You need to put it out into the world. You need to maybe balance expectations, but I'm really seeing like there's something that's being manifested and you really need to release it in order to let it blossom, to let it bloom, to let the universe take its course and turn it into greater than you could have even imagined it being, okay? And this has to do with your life's purpose. Geez, what needs to be released? This is like a majorly transformative group. Something's really going on for you guys, okay? Like what needs to be released, your life's purpose. You are stepping into your life's purpose with whatever it is that you are creating now, whichever it is that you're releasing, whatever it is that you are alchemizing and creating right now, okay? This is like a card of alchemy, right? The angel is pouring two different substances back and forth into each cup, and it's like trust, okay? This is also your throat chakra. Once again, putting out into the world what you've been working on. You just have to release it. You just have to do it. So whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been like driving forward with, whatever your passion is, whatever you've been creating, it's time. It's time. And then we have the stingray. Ha! Okay, so the stingray is about developing confidence. It's about developing a spine. It's like, it's really funny. You know, like life's purpose once again, and once again, all related to the throat chakra. And it's like belief in self, that you can just like speaking. I'm surprised that the King of Swords isn't here, because it's just like speak your truth, okay? The stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth, right? Personal transformation is all over this spread already. So this is like, this full moon is big for my pile ones, okay? Like y'all are transforming, you're putting something out there, you're growing, you are just like blossoming. Like this is like the struggle that you're getting right now is like the butterfly being in like from goo, right? Because to become from a caterpillar to a butterfly, the caterpillar actually has to transform into this goo, okay? And that's why it creates this cocoon around it. So it has this container with which to really decompensate and then build back up, okay? Build into the beauty that is the butterfly. And so it's almost like that's this time. It's very uncomfortable for some reason, but it's because you're about to blossom, okay? The moment has come, and I'm reading from the book, the moment has come where the stingray must decide between the old, the easy, the comfortable, and the familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, unfamiliar. Right? That's the tarot card. This is all so new. You're tearing down what no longer worked. You're tearing down the easy and going for it. Okay. But I also see this paying off. Pressure from family and friends makes this decision even more complicated. No matter what, the choice is made now. It's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again as the force of Dharma, right? Your life's purpose. Dharma is literally your life's purpose. Growing within the stingray is too strong to ignore, okay? You have reached a time where you are just eager to grow. And that's what's going to bring this imbalance, is being in a growth mindset, being in a growth state, and just there's so much eagerness here, okay? And it's almost like you shake a bottle of soda and that energy just wants to explode, okay? It wants to get out, it wants to be released. That's what's releasing, okay? What needs to be released? Like your passion, your zest for life, or whatever message or purpose that you have been working on. It is time to release. To bring into balance, you need to move through the discomfort. You just need to do. You just need to create. You just need to alchemize, and you need to really speak your truth. Speak whatever it is. Share. Okay, you need to share it, whatever this is. Wow, this is really transformative. Like, this is a very transformative pile. I salute y'all, because y'all are doing some real work, and it's not easy, but it is your Dharma. It is your life purpose that you are really like opening up to here. So what energy do you need to call in? I told y'all I was surprised that the King of Swords was not coming up. Okay, we got the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and Cobra, which interestingly enough is reversed. I'm gonna check and see in that card, but all of this is masculine energy, right? And it's that masculine, the divine masculine, okay? We got the two kings upright, both your emotions kind of, so King of Cups is like having your emotions in sync and being emotionally I keep hearing steadfast, like, you know your Dharma, you know what you need to do, you know what you need to say, so you need to say it, okay? It's no more playing small. It's king energy, right? Whether you are femme, masculine, woman, man, whatever, like, this is really tapping into that divine masculine energy and doing, creating, being a leader, action. Okay, if divine feminine is receiving and rest and nurturing, this is like the action phase, okay? And then that Cobra, we're gonna see about that Cobra, but that is fire energy, okay? Cobra is fire energy. So this reverse says there's no more waiting, there's no more pausing, it's go time, okay? You need to call the energy of doing. You have studied, okay? The Cobra card upright is pausing, waiting, and the inner teacher, but you have this knowledge. You know what you need to do. You have all of the tools, right? The Magician says you have all the tools on your little table here. You have all of them, okay? You need to do. And so the Cobra hovers and watches and waits, okay? But this is your time. This reverse says it's time to strike. It's time to share. It's time to go. Whew. Release. The essence of the Cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our paths. It's your time to teach. Okay, the inner teacher has been working, and it is your time to teach. It's your time to share what you have to share. And this is not to be like taken as a know-it-all. It's not to be taken as like, there might be still room to learn, but there's such knowledge here, okay? There's already knowledge, and it's like, stop stopping yourself, stop pausing, stop waiting, go. You need to call in the energy of that inner teacher. Call in the energy of that inner manifester, okay? Call in the energy of being able to speak your mind, okay? And being able to do so from an emotionally stable place. Even if the waters are rough, he's on his like stone slab. He's good. He's good. Okay, he is in touch with his emotions and able to go from a place of steadiness, okay, knowing what is his path, what is his purpose, okay? Ooh, this group is on fire, honestly. What intentions need to be set? Get in touch with your inner spiritual team. Get in touch with your spiritual team. Get in touch with your inner knowledge and that inner teacher. Once again, the high priestess is just this beautiful card of just inner knowing and having the answers, okay? Setting the intention to really listen to your intuition. That's what needs to be done. And don't get in your own way. The Five of Swords is kind of like that. You've won the battle but lost the war card, okay? This can be if you were bickering. Once again, we talked about being in a stage of fighting, right? And maybe you have had some fights with others this past week, and it's led you to be unstable or on edge or worried about where you're going or where the relationship is going. And this Five of Swords, it says like, yeah, like you might be right, but like, would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? Okay, do you want to fight and say all those things that you really don't mean? And yeah, you won the fight, but like both of y'all are walking away without each other, and both of you are unhappy and sad now, and nobody really wins. You've just lost a friend and they've lost you, and everybody's sad about it, right? That's kind of like the Five of Swords energy. So setting intentions to not allow, whether that's like petty arguments or things to disrupt your path, I'm hearing, okay? It's bigger than maybe even just a singular relationship. It's like, don't let the thoughts of others just take you off your course, okay? Even if you get upset at what they're saying, right? But then also you're letting it dictate how you show up in the world, how you show up with your life purpose. Don't allow that right now. No, we're not doing that. And I can't tell you the exact astrological kind of signs and stuff going on right now, but I feel like Mars is squaring something, and it's just a very heavy time period. There's a lot of just like really friction in the world right now, okay? And in between people, okay? There's a lot of things I feel like people want to say, and just watch your temper. Okay, I'm also seeing that. Watch your temper. What magic will be made? I'm seeing if you follow your life's purpose, if you release what you need to release out into the world, if you share, if you are following like the balance, if you grow your spine, if you let yourself be the magician, right? If you allow yourself to blossom right now, you're gonna be winning, okay? It's like, yes, there's been like, it's not gonna be easy. It's still gonna be uphill. It's still gonna be like not necessarily struggle, but it's new, it's different. It is not the status quo. You are breaking out of the old and the familiar, and you are going someplace you haven't been. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of scary. Like, dude has 2 different shoes on. Like, he rolled out of bed and like could not get it together, but he's there fighting. But I see with this card coming first, I see it being triumphant, okay? I see there being a payoff, okay? And then like the beautiful High Priestess is here. Once again, oh my God, High Priestess, you have double High Priestess, right? So what intentions need to be set, and then what magic is being created. Harness mystic power. Once again, listen to your intuition that is guiding you right now. You know what to do. Listen to your intuition. And if you refer back to the beginning of this video, I think I have inserted where I was just talking about Pisces, right? Pisces season is just all about the intuition. It's all about the mind and just really paying attention to your creativity, to your dreams, okay? I'm not sure if I'll be releasing before or after this tarot card reading, but about how to manifest, right? And like Pisces and Virgo together, it's just like a master duo, okay? Because Pisces has all the big dreams, the big creative energy, and it's just like in water, it's just like involved in its emotions and how it wants to feel. It wants to feel good, okay? Pisces is the dreamer, the romantic, like the mystic, right? This. And then Virgo is like the planner, the I got this. Let's make a plan. Let's put it into action. Okay? Virgo takes all of Pisces' beautiful dreams and makes it happen. So this is the season, if you're trying to manifest like, you know, the life you want, like this is the season to do it. Honestly, Virgo season is so beautiful for putting in all the action to all the dreams you've been harboring, all the plans you've been making, all the vision boards you've been doing. Like this is now we're bringing that stuff into the concrete realm. Okay, that's what magic's being created right now. Oh, I love it. I love it. So a divine message, a divine message to you from the universe is the water guardian. Haha, funny Pisces season. I love when there is such divine alignment. And this is connect with your emotions, okay? Because once again, Pisces, like Pisces is water. It's a water sign. Virgo is earth, but we're taking our emotions, we're feeling like, how do we want to feel? How do we want to show up in this world? What are our biggest and best dreams? Let's make it a reality. So as much as you connect with your emotions, the more you connect with your emotions, the more you really settle into what is for me, what are the possibilities, like, and believe that that can be yours. You can create anything you want. Like, this is such transformative vibes, and it's so funny that we started off with the Tower card because not my favorite card, honestly. Like, I've tried to put the Tower card back in the deck a couple times for myself. Never works. It's just such transformative energy, and for that to be where you are, right, and coming in so hot and so fast, and then all the other beautiful cards surrounding the tarot card of where you are going, it just says this is your time, this is your season, the period is fertile, and like the soil is so ripe for you to build and grow and manifest. Honestly, like these two cards from these two decks, it's just like, manifest, baby. Like, you're ready. So that's about all I have for my pile ones. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, like this video, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. There's more where this came from. And leave a comment down below. Like, let me know, you know, did this resonate? Is this kind of a tower moment right now? Oh, I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, so all of our socials will be linked down below. I'd like to also thank your spirits, your guides from the highest lights of the universes, your honorable, elevated, evolved ancestors, and your spiritual team for showing up, as well as my guides and honorable ancestors and angels, spiritual team. Thank you for these messages, and we just appreciate you guiding us for our highest and greatest good. And yeah, love you guys. Thank you for watching. Hello, pile 2, and if you picked pile 2, this is going to be your reading with the amethyst crystal. Let's get into it. So, for my pile 2s, where are you at this full moon? So 3 tarot cards popped out for you. It's seemingly like there's a lot of anxiety, like your mind is kind of running rampant. I already feel like this is kind of similar to my pile 1s in some senses of what came out, but you're still moving forward. You're moving forward, okay? But there's like what addictions are you holding on to, or what old ways are you holding on to? Old beliefs, old addictions, maladaptive coping skills. What are you holding on to so tightly? Because it insinuates like your forward movement is kind of trapped both by old habits and old beliefs, is what I'm seeing here. You're kind of hesitant to really get in and go, okay? You're like trapped in the middle, and I'm seeing that like you're feeling like in a tight space, okay? Almost like claustrophobic, like you can't breathe almost. And it's just like all these things coming in and coming at you. That's kind of what I see from my pile 2s of where you're at right now. And you have the raccoon energy. So raccoon is earth energy. And earth, when it's like stagnant or when it's like trapped, can be very stubborn, okay? Yeah. The raccoon is talented, shadowy, and in hiding. Okay, that's how raccoons protect themselves, right? Is kind of go into hiding, only come out mainly at dark. They're nocturnal creatures, and it's almost like, and see, even just this juxtaposition. I know that this deck is dark, but like the darkness behind the devil and like within the raccoon, like kind of, it just seems like this blockage, okay? The raccoon energy is at play with all artists, okay? You're probably a creative or an artist. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue, right? Shadow side, especially the devil coming out. Shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. What do you believe you can't have? What do you believe can't be yours? What do you believe you're like stuck in or have to be stuck in? Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like there's this trapped energy. You want to move forward, but like, I don't know, there's so much fear and stagnancy to really push through and do it. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times, it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. So you're trapped in that, okay? Like wow. Let me know if this resonates down below, my pile 2s, if any of that resonates for you. When in balance, the raccoon is a generous friend and an exceptional artist, okay? And when out of balance, it's competitive and it's a starving artist. It's like just making it, and really like comparison, right? Thief of joy kind of thing. To bring into balance, make new work. So it's time to create. It's time to really like take the reins, okay? Lead your sphinxes to something new. Right? It's time to think something new. It's like getting out of that trap, flexing, okay? And then you have Kundalini, which showed up reversed. And so that indicates to me maybe your Kundalini is blocked right now. Maybe your Kundalini or creative energy is blocked for some reason, which kind of is in alignment with like that raccoon card if it's out of balance. Within your spine lies an energy more powerful than you've ever experienced, right? Kundalini energy. This energy will help everything make sense, releasing disillusion and putting you on the path towards your Dharma. The path, right? This one, right? Charging forward is usually what this card means, but it's almost like with that being blocked, right? It's almost like either you're going two different ways or you're not moving at all, something stagnant. However, the Kundalini awakening is not always easy. Sometimes shadow aspects of yourself show up, often mirrored in those around you. And once again, we have that shadow aspect, right? I think of the devil as like our major like shadow side, right? All the things we kind of like want to keep under wraps, maybe all the kinks or all the addictions or, you know, maladaptive coping skills. That's what I think of as the devil. It's like, it's not fully like, it's not like they couldn't like take off those chains and get out if they wanted to, but they kind of don't want to, because I mean, sometimes engaging in, you know, whatever hedonistic or addictive behaviors, like it also fills a void, right? Or it seems like it fills a void. It seems like it feels good, but that can usually be temporary. What is it you need to look at deeper within yourself? How can you anchor further into your truth? Allow the ripping open of Kundalini experience as it shatters all disillusion, leaving space for the truth to unfold. Take each obstacle as a sacred lesson that can bring you closer to your highest self. That's interesting. I feel like where you're at right now during this full moon is kind of a wake-up call, potentially. Let me know if that resonates. And I'm gonna change my battery before I lose all of this. Okay, we are back, we are charged up, we're good. So, what needs to be seen? What needs to be illuminated for my pile twos? I'm sorry, this is just so similar. There's so many things that are popping up in the same exact like location as my pile one. So I don't know if y'all looked at pile one and also got called to come to both pile 1 and 2 or what, but really interesting. What needs to be illuminated is their Page of Pentacles right here again. There's promise, there's potential, and you need to be aware of your potential, okay? It's like, I want to say the universe is just like giving you the go. It's giving you like either the emotional kind of fortitude that you need to push through, to take the leap, to take the next step, to get out of that stagnant energy. It's like so the 6 of Cups is like childhood nostalgia. It's like courting almost. And I like to think of like the Page of Cups in a sense when I think of that. It's like just just cute. Like, it's just nice. Like they're not even worried about the adult. The adult's not worried about them. It's just like innocence and playing and just joy, right? And maybe that's like creating without like blocking yourself from creating without judgment, creating without all of the stress and fears and worries that the world puts on us, you know? When we're children, like we love ourselves. We like stare in the mirror and think we're so cute, and there's just such joy and lighthearted and purity. And then it's like you grow up and you forget, and you are bound by all of this world's like, well, you should be like this, you should look like that, you're not good enough, or you're not smart enough, you're not creative enough, or there's better stuff, there's better out there than you, right? All this imposter syndrome comes raining down on us. And that's where I kind of think, right, the raccoon card, we talked about competition, right? Comparison comes with competition. And I see that it's like it's safe to come out, right? That's what needs to be seen. That's what needs to be illuminated. It's safe to create, okay? Let that child innocence, or let that like childlike view of the world out, you know? Try to access that in the ways that you can. And if you can bring that out in your art, like even better, okay? But there's potential here for you. And Druid says, hold the space, hold your vibration. Hold your frequency, okay? You don't have to go down and like meet the vibration or the frequency of others. It says, hold your vibration. If you're in your joy, girl, stay in your joy, okay? It's not bad to be happy or to experience joy even in difficult times, okay? It's actually kind of like evolutionarily necessary and helpful to your health, your emotional health, your physical health, like all versions of your health will benefit and behoove you experiencing joy. Because there's a lot of shit going on right now, a lot of things that can bring your vibration down. And so that's part of what I tell, like, you know, Black people, like, jump into your joy, experience like jump into gratitude. Like, that is our resistance, okay? Rest is resistance. Experience, like, Black joy is resistance. So if you have been held down lately or feeling down lately because of all of like the chaos and this just hatred and evil around you, just know it's healthy for you to jump back into joy in any ways possible, okay? By any means possible. So hold the space. Druid said, hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong knowing you are where you are supposed to be. When the Druid card appears, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. Okay, hold your vibration. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perceptions and move back to a state of trust, right? If you're having anxiety, right, trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process, okay? And let everything happen as it needs to before taking more steps. So that's what needs to be illuminated. Hold your position, okay? There's more to come, and maybe there's even a reason as to why, right? Your chariot's kind of in between these two places right now. There's stuff you're meant to do, but there's also a point where you need to dig deep. So I'm almost seeing, so I'm in my mind's eye, I'm seeing the Hanged Man card as well as the Hermit card, right, come up for me here. So we'll see if they're later in this reading, but don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots. yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. Okay, now what needs to be released? So we have the Ace of Cups, the King of Wands in reverse, and then the Dolphin card in reverse. It could be the fear of having fun, the fear of joy, and that aligns. That's what it is. It is the fear of letting your creative passions out, right? That's what needs to be released. There's an abundance of something in you, and it could be creation, and it could be maybe joy or good news to share. And it's almost like some part of that needs to be released. Now, I would say, because we got the Druid in terms of hold space, it's take this slow, okay? That you don't need to do everything at once. But there is a need to make this right side up, right? Instead of, because like the king, when the court cards are reversed, it's like blocked energy, and it's not usually great. This could come as like aggression or stagnancy, right? And it's like, so it's almost feeling like you need to keep creating. Maybe it's not time to release it yet, but keep creating, let it out, because there's just an overflow of something, and it's like that, it needs to be released. So the dolphin is obviously water energy. It's innately intelligent. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts, and that, once again, right, we have artists, we have creative, those things keep popping up. Something about this, it's like you're not allowing that creative side to really flourish. When out of balance, the dolphin underestimates its own power, right? And once again, we go back to, there's so much potential here. There's so much drive. You can create. If you want to create something, you can create it. But you're underestimating what you're capable of. And that's what the King of Wands reversed is underestimating. Like, the King of Wands is fiery, is personable, is just like, is charming, and just like Leo energy just popping off, okay? And attractive and all this, and it's like you're not seeing that within yourself. And you need to release that mindset, okay? Because that's gonna help you release all this anxiety as well, because like it's just like the King of Wands reverse is like, no one wants to be my friend, no one wants to hang out with me, like I'm boring, or I talk too much, or da-da-da, like all this negative self-talk. And it's like, no, that's not true. Like, actually, people are really drawn to you and really want to be around you and really want to hear what you have to say. So you're just blocking yourself. And then the dolphin being like that healer, right? Maybe your art can create healing for somebody. Maybe it can bring joy to somebody in a time where, once again, we desperately need joy. Like, we desperately need to access our joy as a people. When in balance, the dolphin's an active healer, and it has a strong spiritual practice. So I'm feeling a call. What needs to be released is like not tapping into the practices that make you strong, okay? That make you like if you're having anxiety, okay, have you ever had tools that work, okay? Now, the thing about having tools in your toolkit is like, yeah, they're great, but if you don't utilize those tools, they're not going to help you. If you don't utilize mindfulness, you're not going to have any peace of mind. Like, right? And oftentimes, especially depression and anxiety, can put us in a place where we're just so tired, so dragged down, that we don't even want to use the tools that we do have at our disposal. We'd rather sink into, right? We'd rather sink into the addiction or the illness, or like, I just don't have any power. Like, we sink into that victimhood instead of pulling out all the stops to help ourselves. And it's almost like that's what needs to be released, is like that victimhood mentality needs to be released. Like if you do have tools, you need to utilize them. And if you don't have tools, maybe it's time to seek help in terms of like a therapist or a friend. Call a friend and talk to somebody. Maybe it's time to like go look up like videos on our channel of other like mental health tips and tools that you can use to kind of elevate your vibration or feel better in the moment or kind of manage anxiety, stuff like that, okay? That's what I'm seeing for you. So it's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role of the wheel of karma that coming in contact with the dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. You are playing small. The fact that these were both reversed, like you're playing small and you don't need to do that. At this time, you need to hold space for yourself and kind of remember who you are. Remember the power that you do have, and maybe that's like making a list of all of your positive traits, all the things you do like about yourself, all the compliments you've ever received, all the things that other people say they like about you, why they're your friend, why they're, your partner, why they're with you, and like build yourself back up, because somewhere along the way you allowed yourself to be torn down. And so what I also see, what needs to be seen and illuminated, is like courting yourself or dating yourself or like talking yourself up, okay? Like charm yourself, like love yourself. This is like self-love energy, okay, that you're needing right now. So release these negative notions about who you are. Okay, we're turning this right side up. That's what you're releasing this full moon. And then what energy do you need to call in? Yep, that makes sense. Okay, so we have the Hierophant and we have the Sun card. What has traditionally helped you in the past? When you've been in like a blah state, okay? When you've been kind of like sucked into your depression or your anxiety or in a blah mood or whatever, what has traditionally helped you? What has helped you in the past? And see what has supported you previously, okay? You might be in a tough spot right now. I know the world is in a very weird place. It is really difficult right now, but you do have tools. I'm seeing here like you have tools and you've been here before and you've gotten out of it before. And it's like, how do you access those tools? You need to access your inner sun, right? Which is once again that innocence, that health, love, just warmth. Where's your joy? Like, when were you last joyful? How, go into nature, just sit by a tree and soak up the tree's like natural, like electromagnetic field that is going to raise your vibration a couple notches, okay? It's time to access your joy. You are not just a victim, and you do not always have to play a victim. You are able to really to help yourself in this scenario. You're being called to call in that support. And so what I also see with the Hierophant, what do you need to call in is like, what elders maybe can you talk to or can you commune with so that you can raise your vibration? What do you have a therapist? If you do, maybe it's time to call your therapist and ask for like an impromptu session. The Hierophant is also like the card of kind of institutions in a sense of like establishment or rules or I keep thinking of like a therapist, a teacher, go to a class, like a meditation class or a yoga class. Okay, use the tools. Like there's a lot online. A lot of places are offering free classes right now. Find something that helps you to access this joy, okay? You have support. And this could also be your guides. It could also be your angels. Yep. So we have the Angels and Master card here, as well as what needs to be called in right now. What energy do you need to call in? Call in your angels. If that's something you do, if that's the spiritual team you commune with, call on them. They're like, angels are always so willing to help and be of service. And and you're just never alone when you have a spiritual team to tap into. This specifically, like ascended masters, spirit guides, that just like, that's literally what they want to do, is help you and guide you into like the light, you know, and to be your highest and best self, to live in joy. So if this is something that you practice, it's definitely time to call in your spiritual support team. They want to be there for you. And then it's like calling in your life purpose. That's why I said this group is interesting, because in some ways, not in all ways, but in some ways, and I see how they differ, it's like group one in a lot of aspects. And I feel like right now, for a lot of us, our dharma is awakening, and we are awakening. And that's why it's such a rough year and a rough time, because a lot of us are awakening. And if you've ever been through a spiritual awakening, it's not that fun. It usually comes at like earth-shattering times and has like literally tower moment effects on your life. So it's not easy. It really isn't. And it really is letting go of the old, letting go of the familiar, and jumping into something new, and something that could be like abundant and beautiful, but it also can take work to get there. So this is saying, like, call in your life's purpose, call in like your dharma and what your mission is. Because once again, even here, right, the dolphin is like really purposeful, and they don't understand the impact they have on other people's lives. But it's almost seeming like if you pick this pile, you could be a healer. Your creative talents and your past disruptive or difficult experiences can help somebody else to navigate difficult experiences that they go through, whether now or later or whatever. But it's like you're being called to higher things, higher service. What intentions need to be set? It's like you need to set intentions for abundance, but like for physical safety and physical like being taken care of, but also emotional safety and emotional health is what I'm seeing, and rest. Kapha came up here in reverse, and what Kapha is the healer. Kapha is the energy in all of us. We all have Vata energy, we all have Pitta, and we all have Kapha, and they're the three doshas that make up everybody. But you can have different balance of different doshas in you. Everybody does. And so if you're more Kapha heavy, you might be more of a healer. You might take on, like, you might be an empath. You might nurture and care for others. You might be a mom or have strong mom energy, okay? My Cancerians know what that's like to like caretake others, and it can deplete you so much that you focus on others' needs and how to nourish others, and you forget about yourself, okay? That's why also like the body type of Kapha can be a bit more heavy set and carry more fat, because it's like one of the kind of soothing mechanisms for Kapha could be to eat. And you know, it's like eating your feelings, like you've taken care of everybody else and now you just sit down with like a big bag of chips or what have you. And it's like, you need that inner soothing, you need that inner healing, but more like than trying to fill that void with food or drugs or alcohol or whatever. It's like filling that void with like self-compassion. It's filling that void with rest, okay? Rest and relaxing and taking a nap, like stuff like that, okay? Joy, accessing your own joy, not other people's joy, and not just doing for others. Like, yeah, that might bring you joy. Work might bring you joy, but I'm talking about something different. I'm talking about like where your body can actually like take a deep breath. You need to set intentions for emotional health. Maybe it's also finances or like material kind of like stability, so that you feel like not like a starving artist, but you feel like you're supported, like you can rest because things are taken care of. Okay, so I'm seeing like emotional stability, financial stability, or like kind of you know, Pentacles is the card of earth, or is the card of material things in general. So like having enough, right? And the Nine of Pentacles is particularly abundant, in fact. So setting intentions for abundance and setting intentions for rest. Maybe that you don't have to work quite so hard to make ends meet, to make things run smoothly, that you don't have to work quite so hard. That seems like kind of what intentions you should be setting around this full moon. And remember, this moon being the dreamer, creating with your mind like anything that you want to see come to fruition. So dream away for the Pisces full moon, because whatever you can dream of is not super far-fetched, okay? It's not for you kind of thing. What magic will be made? So we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like, once again, I see it as potential. It's like a spark, okay? To be able to create, you need to be able to dream it up. So there's something there. And then it's like coming to the end of a long road, right? The 10 of Wands. It's like, I'm almost there. I can almost put down all these sticks. I can almost just release, and my arms, like I can let my arms rest and kind of shake them out. It's like, yeah, what magic will be made? It's, you're coming towards like the end, like the completion of something. And it's like, at that completion is the Lady, which is enjoy growth and reap rewards. So I'm seeing there being like you being taken care of financially, you being taken care of, you being supported, you being nourished, you having you being like courted, right? I don't know if this is you, or this is you courting yourself and giving yourself that compassion, giving yourself that rest, or if this is somebody else that comes in that is like, hey, I'm ready, like I want to take care of you. It could be some love, it could be like legit love that comes in. Have you been manifesting love lately? Have you been manifesting a partner? Because it could be that comes in for you. But the Lady is really enjoying like the fruits of her labor, you know, like the tree. So we talked about like the tree, right? And it's like you have to have those deep roots in the tree. The last thing to grow on a tree is the fruit, right? You're like, it takes patience, it takes fortitude, it takes time, and it's like, really, you're right where you're supposed to be, and it's time to like take stock of that. It's coming, especially with this Lady here. I think she lets me know, but you're at the end of a very long road, and it's like the sun is going to be shining soon. Yeah. So your message from the universe is stand your ground, okay? Stand your ground. The mountains have seen so much, okay? They are set, they are planted where they are. They have seen so much come and go. Hold firm to what you believe in or are focusing on, because it is absolutely right. Know that heaven and earth are supporting you. Mountains are strong and wise. They are rooted deep in the earth and reach high into the sky. They have been where they are for thousands of years. They have been home to animals. They have been climbed by humans and have seen seasons come and go. No matter what has happened to them, they have remained strong, immovable, and unshakable. And so they offer the spiritual energies of strength and resilience. You're almost there. You're almost there. It's almost time to like let your weary bones rest. Mountain energy is powerful because it's firmly rooted in the Great Mother and reaches high to the Great Father. If you're feeling challenged or pressured at this time, know that your spirit is more powerful than you think, right? We're divine messages that just kind of sum up. You are more powerful than you think. It's time to see yourself for the gift you really are and the gifts you really have. You are resilient and grounded, and the energy and air of the mountains is giving you unshakable strength to be who you are. Take this time to root yourself deeply in the energy of the earth before welcoming in energies of the heaven. If you're not sure what you need to do next, the mountain card invites you to stay exactly where you are. Stand your ground, hold your vibration, hold the space. Talk things over with those around you, right? Any hierophants, any teachers, any masters, any angels, like your spiritual team. Talk to them. They will guide you, okay? You will be whole and well at the end of this current situation. And it will not stand in the way of your future growth and expansion. Whatever is going on for you, like it's a trying time, and yet everything's going to be well. You're going to be okay. And then there's meditation. And I almost see this as a call to go within. Once again, I think I mentioned that I kind of saw like the Hanged Man. It doesn't come up in this spread, but the Hanged Man and the Hermit. Go within if you need extra guidance, because you can contact your angels and masters. I'm really seeing that you are supported. Ask and you shall receive is what's coming to me. You do have help and aid at your disposal. So that's all I see for my pile 2s. And if you made it to the end of this reading, leave an apple for the abundance that's here. I wish you well. I want to thank your guides, my spirit guides from the highest lights, our ascended masters and the angels for coming through, and our honorable ancestors for these messages today. Thank you. And I hope that you got some guidance for this full moon and what intentions to set and what you're releasing. So be well, and yeah, drop me a comment. Let me know if this reading resonated for you. Bye, guys. And if you picked pile 3 with the moonstone crystal, all up in there. If you picked pile 3 with the moonstone crystal, this is your reading for the full moon. So this is the reading for my pile 3s. Let's get into it. Where are you at this full moon? Okay. This is kind of funny. It's such a juxtaposition. Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords. This is really odd because it's like the Knight of Swords is like fast-paced energy, go, 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 like thoughts just going out there. And then the Four of Swords is like rest, meditation, stillness. Comment down below if this resonates. Do you feel like you're both and like in a space of just go, go, go and like moments of rest? Or do you feel like you are drawn to one or the other of these cards? That's interesting. Where are you at this full moon? Because this indicates that there's like a duality happening. And it could be that you're in balance. It could be that you have found balance currently between working hard and going for like the gusto and rest so that you can replenish and so that you can like do this in a cycle. If I butcher this, I think that this is the Svidiana card. And this is my yogic path deck. So this is the card of self-study. Niyama. We were each born with a book of infinite wisdom, stories, inventions, and emotions. This book is our own consciousness. If we take the path to truly studying the self, we will never become bored with our findings. Instead of trying to acquire more information, take the focus inward. There are cosmos in your consciousness you have yet to venture into that have more beauty than any artwork, more mystery than your favorite thriller, and more magnificence than all earthly creations. However, the passport required to reach these vistas is stillness. Through withdrawing from external stimuli, you can move into the true stimulus, the world inside and beyond you. That's really interesting. So that's what this is, right? Is like that stillness to go within. So have you been journeying within a lot lately? Like, have you been, I guess, taking a deep dive into like the Akash or like your inner world? Have you been doing a lot of self-work lately? Meditation, different like spiritual techniques to go within. I'm kind of getting that sense, and it almost seems like there's a sense of transformation actually with this card too, because as you study the self, you are like leveling up, when we take time to go within and quiet our mind and really get in touch with like our deepest desires, our fears, get to know ourselves on that just spiritual level. There's transformation that happens, and like there's also like some butterfly wings on this card. So that's interesting. Diving into self-study is kind of where you are currently. So I'm excited to see the rest of your spread for the full moon right now. Okay. What needs to be seen and known tonight? Yeah, y'all are doing some deep work. I would think if you picked pile 3, it's kind of like a mystic pile already is what I'm seeing. We have the High Priestess, we have the Temperance card, and we have the Water Guardian. So first off, I want to note that these are 2 major arcana cards. So the fact that this needs to be seen and known, it's like major shift in your life, which I feel like all the piles are just shifting and moving like drastically in their own way. We must be having like cosmic leveling ups right now on such a grand scale for all of these piles to just seem so transformative. But this is like, I love this. Like the High Priestess is just like all things mystic and like that ancient knowledge, the accessing like ancestral wisdom, accessing like the wisdom within, intuition, all those things. And then to have the Water Guardian come up here, I mean, connect with your emotions. This card indicates like, it basically says like, pay attention to the smallest emotions or like the intuitive nudges you feel, because if you don't, you're gonna miss something. And there's something being shared with you right now, something big, I would say. Tarot is always like, something big's on the horizon, but I really do feel like that being the case here. So what needs to be known, what needs to be illuminated is your deep and intense connection right now to your intuition and to like your spiritual team, to your higher self. And I mean, like, moon, well, if you're watching this like in the next couple of days as I upload, the moon is in Pisces, so I'm not surprised by that at all. But yeah, full moon in Pisces just means like intuition, like lit up in all types of ways. But yeah, there's like, and then Temperance, the card like of alchemy and of balance, okay, of being connected both to earth and water, right? Which is, once again, I know that this is a timeless reading, but if you're watching this any other time, it means that you're just super connected to both your Pisces, your inner Pisces energy, and your Virgo energy, to both the physical realm, which is earth, and then the emotional and spiritual realm, which is typically looked at as the cups or as water energy. So that's really beautiful. I feel like there's a lot of messages coming to you right now. So this is like gonna be a juicy pick a card, honestly. What needs to be released? You have the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, the Horse, and the Frog. Okay. So very plainly, I see like what needs to be released is maybe pushing too hard right now. Right? And there was something to like that Knight of Swords, the meditation card, and then the Svidhana? Haya? This one. There's something that says your focus, right, where you're at, it's like the focus needs to be more on the meditation, more on like the grounding and the awareness and connection to spirit. And so any forcing, or like, this is not a card of force per se, but it's like perseverance, and he's just working so hard. He's just hard at work, continuing on. He's done all this work up here, and like there's still a couple to be done. He's working on that one. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he needs to go home and chill out or something, like pack up for the day or something. I don't know. We'll see with what this comes, but it's really like a call for you to use your intuition. Really connect with your intuition, really connect with your emotions. It's almost like you're planning and you're working and you're planning and you're working, and it's just like, chill out, like connect is what I'm hearing. Chill out, like you're doing too much almost is what I feel like. Like you're forcing your will, right? That's what this feels like. And sometimes that's a good thing, like, getting into action, but I'm feeling like if you don't slow down, you're going to miss something. That's what this card says. If you don't slow down, you're going to miss it, because it's going to come very quietly, and you need to be still to be able to hear it. You need to be quieter. You need to chill. The Horse. Okay, so this Horse is earth energy, and the Frog is water energy. What do you like? I just love this alignment here, because once again, I'm going to keep talking about Virgo and Pisces, because this seems it just seems so potent that to bring in, like, you need to be able to hear what your emotions are telling you. You need to be able to hear what spirit is saying to you. You need to be able to hear your intuition. Yeah. Okay, interesting. The Horse is momentum, is freedom, is expansive energy and force. The Horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. It provides us with the momentum so reliable, so supportive, that you can ride on its back toward any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. A Horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. The Horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice. Okay, something says you need to go back to like a meditation practice, or whatever was keeping you like in alignment. Make sure that you're keeping up with some type of routine for yourself. Spiritual routine, I would say. Like, hone that. Physical stamina, exercise, and mental focus, meditation, are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. Okay. Make sure you are taking care of yourself, mind, body, soul. That's what that Four of Swords is about too. When in balance, achieves anything, never gives up. When out of balance, it runs away or feels weak. To bring into balance, strength training. Interesting. And then the frog is clearing, cleansing, and healing, right? The rain falling down around him. Its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Cleanse your space, purify your space. I'm feeling like that's what needs to be released. You need to, like, if you do, if you sage, or if you use Palo Santo or other herbal methods to cleanse your aura, your space, you need to do that. Take a spiritual bath, I'm hearing. Yes, the water element is going to be so significant. Take a spiritual bath, okay? If you don't know what that is, check out our website, but usually it involves like some type of salt. I like Dead Sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. You can also use Epsom salt. And I like to add herbs to my spiritual baths, as well as essential oils, and bless the water. You can bless the herbs. We have spiritual baths in our shop, just to plug. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. So if you are running around, right, and I saw this as balance, but if you are running around, you also need to make sure that you're bringing in this rest, okay? This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release what needs to be released, old stagnant energy. And it also could be that essence of, I need to work, I have to keep going, right? Rest, chill out, doing too much, okay? It's, yes, like I see such a juxtaposition between like the Virgo energy, right? Which is do, and work, and plan. And that energy is bomb, but you also need to rest, you need to dream, you need to like luxuriate sometimes, okay? Like chill. And that's why the opposite of the Virgo is like Pisces, right? Is like, you need that equal balance, okay? They both bring something, they both play off each other to bring something to you. And what I'm really seeing is this divine ideas or what have you is just coming towards you, but you need to be in a space of rest and be kind of cleansed and blank slate almost to even receive it. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Big full moon energy, okay? Cleansing, forgiving, and releasing. Time to dive in. Frogs are not meant to carry a heavy load. When in balance, clear energy and enthusiasm for life. When out of balance, depleted or running on empty, okay? And so let's go back to that horse energy, right? When in balance, it's just like can achieve anything. And that's kind of like the essence of, well, specifically that full moon in Pisces, in Virgo season, it's just like anything you want can be yours, because you can like have the Pisces, the dreamer, and then the Virgo is just putting like the magician card, right? Pisces is getting the knowledge from the spiritual realm, and then Virgo is putting it down into practice in the physical realm. To bring into balance, it's saying go towards a lake, a river, ocean, be in some type of water, which once again, spiritual bath, okay? Spiritual bath, I highly recommend for any full moons really, but yeah, so spiritual bath, especially if you picked group 3, that is what kind of will be some of your healing, is go into a spiritual bath, meditate in there, Or, you know, if you can safely watch like a fun film, I have like it set up, you know, back at you so I can watch like videos like these, or I can listen to like healing music and meditate, or listen to just like music that chills you out. Go into a spiritual bath. It's gonna behoove you. It's like you really need to release that work energy, that workaholic energy is needing to be released for you. What energy do you need to call in? King of Swords, the Death card. Don't be afraid of that. It just means the end of an old cycle. Release the old and rest. You just got told. You just got told you need to chill the fuck out. And see beyond the current situation, okay? You might feel like you just need to work so hard, because if you don't, all the balls you have, kind of like you're juggling all these balls, right? And if you just don't keep working, everything's gonna just fall. Everything's gonna fall and it's gonna be a big old mess. It's like you were juggling eggs and now there's just egg all over your face, all over the floor. But you can't keep all the balls in the air if you don't take time to rest. You're releasing this idea that you have to do it all on your own. You have to work hard. You have to work so hard for everything that you get in this life. That is a program, and it can be limiting at times, okay? It's good to have a strong work ethic, but when you don't allow yourself to rest, you're gonna run yourself into the ground. And so it's like you're calling in the energy of releasing any old programs that don't serve you, right? This is letting go. This is the Death card is a release, is some old pattern is ending. And that could be that you have to work extremely hard at everything to get a little bit of anything. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, is that mindset, it's we have to dead that. That's not where you are anymore. I almost see, because of your diligence, because of your work ethic, things are going to get easier for you, and they're gonna flow, okay? But you need to rest. You need to embrace the idea of rest. You need to release the old, let those ideas go, let that programming go, and kind of set what you want. The seer says, see beyond the current situation, that how it is now is not always how it's going to be, nor how it has to be. Raise your vibration and focus on love. There's just so much intuitive knowledge coming to you. You could be the seer of the family. I think I mentioned before, this must be the mystic pile. If you picked pile 3, you have very strong intuitive energies, intuitive nudges, and you are very connected to spirit. I also see that you're in a phase of like manifestation, so you can really manifest what you want. And if that's like if you're at a job that you dislike, right, maybe it's time to let that go so that you can make space for like a job that actually supports like your creativity and your passion and all this, okay? If you've been like working on like a side hustle and also like working over here at your 9 to 5, like there's a shift about to happen, but it's like you don't have to keep working so hard. It doesn't have to be this hard. It is what I'm getting for this, my pile 3s. Let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward with your spiritual eyes. And that's why all that needs to be illuminated is how much power you have to intend, create, to connect to the spiritual realm. to create alchemy, which is the temperance card, to create balance, okay? Where you're at, you're trying to find the balance right now. That's why you're here. That's why you got both these cards that seem so like so much duality to them, and so much juxtaposition, as because you're navigating that balance right now. And it's really let go of the limiting beliefs, let go of you're not alone in this. You're really not. And you're really co-creating your future by what you believe and by your current vibration. So it's really saying raise your vibration, because you can imprint like a positive vibration on your future if you allow that the higher vibrations to take hold. Don't allow your ego or your doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so your experiences can be more enjoyable. You're moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eye on the prize. And then also, this autumn card can also indicate that something like this fall, something may pop off this fall. So if that's maybe you're looking forward to a new job or a new career or a new beginning, a fresh beginning, something just starting again, this can indicate that the energies like coming in are really going to like pop off during autumn. This also says release all the pressure and expectations weighing you down. Shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. And remember, a lot of our expectations are placed on ourselves. A lot of us, yes, work can have expectations. Yes, families can have expectations, but we often are like our own worst critic, our own like we expect so much of ourselves. And I know this is the case for Virgos, like that perfectionism is usually a key in Virgos. So I'm not calling y'all out. I'm just saying, ease up, ease up a little bit. Identify your boundaries. You need to have some boundaries. You need to come clear with your boundaries so that you are not running yourself ragged. We need to let go of any extra weight we're carrying. That's what my pile threes need to know. You are holding on to too much, and it's really time to like let it go. Chill out a little bit. What intentions need to be set? Hermit card. Go within. You need to set time for yourself, okay? What does self-time look like for you? What does like you time look like? When was the last time you had some you time? Was it really you time, or did you also bring work with you? Like, did you work on your last vacation? Did you like decide to do like grade some papers while you were in the tub? Like it's like that kind of like what is it when you balance, when you're multitasking, right? Chill out, just go within, meditate a little bit, ground yourself. Needing mental clarity, you need to clear out, like you need to sage, you need to, you know, cleanse your space, cleanse your aura, go out in nature, recalibrate. There's just a call for clearing your mind, okay? And then in terms of like when we look at the chakras you need to work on, it's all in like your base chakras. It's like the nurturing card, you need to nurture yourself. You need to take care of yourself, okay? There needs to be some self-love action happening. What do you do for self-love? Go back to your you time. And this chakra is actually The chakras, like, once again, the chakra deck has a little bit more than the 7 main chakras that most of us know about. This is like the chakra underneath the root chakra that's really grounded in the earth. And it calls you to really connect back with Mother Earth, okay? So what intentions need to be set? Nurture yourself. Holistic health. How are you feeding yourself? Are you like so busy taking care of everything, doing all the work, like getting all the reports done that you're not like, that you're only eating fast food? Because it would seem like you need to take a look at like actual physical health. And especially with that horse card, right? It's like physical stamina, like strength training, exercise, just going for a walk, okay? I could probably take this advice, is going for a walk. Make sure you get some exercise in, not for vanity purposes, not to lose weight or any of that like BS. It's just like for literally your health and your well-being, okay? Move your body. It also, moving your body helps to move the energies, okay? You don't want stagnant energies in your body, and you don't want your body to stay stagnant, right? You can have all the mind clarity, but like your body, if your body breaks down, like it's a whole system. So make sure you're paying attention to the whole system. So holistic health really calls you to set intentions about your physical health. What are you putting in your body? What are you putting in your mind? What are you putting on your body? Okay, when we're talking about lowering our toxic load, yeah, this calls you to pay attention to your whole health. And also this is the root chakra. Okay, so once again, we're talking about all our lower chakras here, which is, you know, safety, security, stability. And it's almost like, once again, you feel like you have to be on this hamster wheel, that if you're not working, if you're not like go and planning and making sure everything is where it should be, right? That perfectionism pops up. If you're not there, it's almost like everything's gonna turn into chaos. And that's not the case, okay? You need to rest. You need to take care of your body. You need to reconnect with Mother Earth. That is intentions you need to be setting for this full moon, as well as personal power, the solar plexus chakra. And this says it's time to step fully into your power. You're encouraged to live from a place of empowerment, okay? It's not just about the hamster wheel, okay? You have so much power, like the seer. The seer says, you get to set the vibration, level up, like focus on love, right? Because you can literally manifest things like peace, like safety, like whatever. And that could look like safety for all beings. It could look like safety for you. It could look like safety in your finances and your household. But it really, to be able to manifest that, you really need to like step into your personal power and like access your highest vibration. The solar plexus chakra, this personal power card, says, over time we have learned to hand over our power to other people and situations, which has created an imbalance and inequality, right? That victim mentality. Sometimes we feel like other people know what's best for us in the situation at hand, and due to a lack of self-love and honor, we give our power over to them. It is now time to connect with your own wisdom, love, and personal power. Everything you require is within. Now is time to look within and listen to that loving wisdom and your own divine guidance. It's time to connect with your soul. At times, power can be misunderstood as a negative or controlling expression that comes from the ego. However, the power we are talking about here is love and comes from a place of deep within our heart and soul. Have you been handing your power over to others? Now is the time for you to reel it back in. It is time to make your own decisions and choices and allow the power of your soul to shine through. Connecting with your personal power will bring an abundance of opportunity and magic to your life. The power of the universe is surging through you at all times. Harness this power and enhance your life and well-being. Know you are fully supported by your higher self and the universe in this powerful and exciting transition. Your affirmation for this card is, I am empowered. So I just want to bring this back. Manifest safety for all Black bodies. Manifest Black bodies being safe. I know it feels so terrifying right now that our world can be so hateful and cruel and evil, and yet we can't just accept that that's where we're at, right? We have so much power just in our bodies and our minds alone to shift the global consciousness, to upgrade us all. So if we're able to access our highest vibration, we're able to access our manifestation skills and dream, right? Pisces is the dreamer. Literally, like, dream of a world where there's no violence. Dream of a world where all bodies, all people are safe, right? That's the kind of power you hold. And so don't downplay that. Like, remember that you too can be part of manifesting this beautiful new world, okay? We are literally on the cusp of a new transitional beginning for us all. So make sure you're taking time to go within, to chill out. You don't have to go by capitalist standards, okay? It's like, no, like, this is a new age of Aquarius is for the mystics, is for the creatives, is for the dreamers. So this is our time, y'all. And what magic will be made? Girl. Okay. New thoughts, new ways of being, new innovative ideas about what could be. That's what I was just talking about, right? Like, literally, you can put your vibration on this world. You can see beyond the current status of things. Yes, right now there's ridiculous things happening in the world that are evil and cruel, and you have so much power just in your being to be able to manifest such a different way that the world could look, a different society that we could live under. Like, you know, abolition of all different types of systems that are corrupt and messy and all that. Like, this is, you have so much power. So don't fall victim to, wow, the world is so negative and so bad and so terrible. Like, there's a lot of elements right now that are just showing their ass, and yes, we're seeing things as they have always been, okay? None of this is new. It's just that it is very out right now. It's very publicized. It's very like spotlight, and things are coming, things are being illuminated, okay? Full moons, right? Illuminate kind of like the dirt that's going on underneath. And it is such a time for just new ideas, new powers that be, new forms of whatever that support and just uplift us all, okay? That's what this world could be. And I know I went real deep in that, but maybe it's because my mystics and my creatives are the ones feeling so hurt in this current environment that just seems like doom and gloom, you know. All the things happening right now, right, in 2020 have just been like wild. And could this just be the friction we needed to create the massive change that our generation is meant to create? Okay. What is the magic that will be made? It's continuing. It's continuing on. Like I know I said like you're working too hard, but it like you need to rest in order to continue the work, right? You work, you rest, you enjoy life. Like, there has to be a reason for all the work, and you see it, okay? The magic being created is that you're able to keep going because you're able to see beyond the current situation. It may be stressful, it may be chaotic, he got 2 different shoes on, like all that good stuff. But there's still power, okay? There's power in his stance, there's determination there, and there's love, okay? Clearly he's passionate. When the wands is about passion, clearly he's passionate about what he's fighting for. So Winter, take care of your needs. This card says that sometimes you just want to succumb to all the pressures and just like sleep. And sometimes that's what rest looks like, is literally doing nothing. Other times rest looks like replenishment, creating space for yourself, creating joy. Maybe, you know, taking care of your needs, right, is doing your laundry, is cleaning up your house, is donating those old items so that your space isn't so cluttered, okay? Rest, rejuvenation, taking care of your needs looks like very different things. Once again, we got the holistic health card. Maybe this means you need to cook more at home so that you're more in control of what you're nourishing your body with. Okay? Take a real good look at, like, what do I need? What are my needs that are maybe falling by the wayside because I'm putting my time in X, Y, and Z. I'm putting my time in other people. I'm putting my time in a corporation. I'm putting my time, you know, working for their daydreams and not mine. You know, I'm nurturing their goals and expansion and not looking at my side hustle, not putting in time to my side hustle. So take care of your own needs. Okay, that's the magic that's happening this full moon. Is it's like a rebalancing, a recalibration is the word that's coming through. Let me shuffle you because I did forget. What is your message from the universe? What is your message from the universe? My pile 3's message from the universe. What is your message from the universe? What is your message from the universe? For my pile 3's, what is your message from the universe? What is your message from the universe? Okay. You have Niyamas, which I think is like a sister card to this, because I'm pretty sure this card is about self-study. And also, isn't it meditation? Isn't she meditating, right? In a big old beautiful place. Wow. Alignment. Okay. All of my messages from the universe, when I ask like the final message, are just reiterations of different parts of the reading, and it's really exciting actually because it's just all in alignment, right? It's just like, yo, we told you, like, let's bring it on home. Let's remind you, like, this is the part you need to pay attention to. So let me find this card's description. I'm pretty sure this is self-study, yoga. Eight stages of yoga. Laws of personal observance. This is all about going inward. It's all about inner work, inner transformation, and how that's going to shine outward. Anyways, you are beginning to reap the rewards of the inner transformational work you have done. This is just the beginning of a lifelong practice of personal observance. Tune into what your soul needs at this moment. Are there toxins in your body and mind that need purity? Are there toxins in your mind and body that need purity? What do we get with that frog card? Cleansing your space, cleansing your aura. Also brings up the holistic health card for me right here. Are you experiencing contentment, Santosa, for all the blessings you have been given? Practicing gratitude. right? Taking breath, taking pause to notice the abundance that is around you and the joys and pockets of joys that are surrounding you. Are you using your tapas, disciplined energy, to take you toward your dharma, divine purpose? Continue the practice of svadhyaya, self-study. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these words too. There is always more that you'll find when you open up the pathway to your true spirit. Take extra time for yourself each day to practice Isvara Pranidhana, the celebration and contemplation of spirit. Take time each day, okay? Once again, if we are setting intentions for this, right? Nurturing, holistic health, feeling empowered, personal time and going within, and mental clarity, this is the outcome, right? And you're already in that space. This was where are you now? You're already in that space. You're already doing a lot of that work, and it's a continuation, okay? It's just taking notice, and use this as a guide to, once again, take notice of, well, where do I need to kind of like pinpoint my energies, okay? We got Tamas. However, it was reversed. So let's see. This card is density, dullness, inertia. And reversed, it says perhaps you are feeling stuck. You seem not to have the energy that you used to and feel like the fire within you has been put out. You may feel heavy, absent-minded, and lazy. My dear, you have been in a cocoon for too long and you've forgotten you have your wings. Create movement and novelty in your life. Practice sun salutations upon waking up. Take long walks in nature. Clean up your house. Let go of all tamasic foods, those that are packaged, fried, or full of sugar and refined flour. Okay, this is literally like a sum up of what we were talking about, right? Taking care of your needs, holistic health, calling out. Okay. I'm being called out too, just BT dubs. So it takes effort to get the wheels moving at first, but once you make that push, you'll be in effortless flow, Kriya. Trying to move this right side up, right? I'm gonna read the upright because I think that's important. You are in a period of hibernation, which is sometimes needed to blossom into a butterfly. I don't know if it was this group, but I definitely used the, I think it was, I don't know. I definitely used the idea of a caterpillar to a butterfly in one of the groups. So that's kind of interesting that this comes up, but your body is in between lines of a poem, notes of a song, steps of a dance. Use this time to fully rejuvenate your system, allowing proper rest and food. Know when it is time to emerge from your cocoon and show the world the gifts you have been cultivating. Stillness is only balanced when followed by action. You're in balance, you're working. You're either working on it or you are currently in balance. And this is just going to give you more oomph to identify maybe where there is still some imbalance and what needs to be let go of. It's almost like you've been struggling with the idea that you don't have to work all the time and that rest is productive, okay? Wow. Yeah, this card is so similar to take care of your needs for me because it's once again, it's not just about the rest, it's about what are all of your needs? What do you need? Sometimes movement, right? Sometimes exercise is what we need. It's not sleep, it's moving our body to get out stagnant energy. So that's so interesting. Well, group 3, that was fun. I really feel like this is my mystics and creatives, or well, specifically like my mystics pile. So I hope that this brought you much needed maybe information or confirmation or insight to what this full moon is bringing you, what is, you know, being illuminated for you, what needs to be released for you, and what intentions you know, you can set for yourself for this full moon if you have the energy to set those intentions. So if this resonated for you, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear how it resonated, if you see any like of yourself in this reading, or yeah, just what you really vibed with. And yeah, I hope that you like this video, subscribe to our channel for more of these in the future if you enjoyed, and I really enjoyed having you here. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and I just want to thank you all. Thank you to our guides, thank you to our honorable ancestors and our spirit guides and the angels for coming through with these messages for us. And you know, may you all be blessed, may you all be well, and may you all take care of yourself during this time, okay? Stay healthy, mind, body, spirit, and soul, and know that you're powerful beyond belief. So you got this. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.